Going on to you Pisces out there. Hope y'all are having a great day. Smash the like button. That way you can get more in tune to the energy of the reading. And I also want to go ahead and say subscribe. Smash the like button. Smash the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Also, too, there's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website which has all the ways to be able to financially support the channel, so I can most definitely keep the show going. So, yeah, so for you, Pisces, you have the Nine of Cups, the Three of Wands, and then you have the Four of Wands right here. So these three cards right here are all about how you, Pisces, have to understand that. Okay, so the Nine of Cups represents somebody that would waste your time, right? The concept of it, right? How it is that someone would waste your time, right? Not being clear about their intentions with you and not really making any kind of actions, not making anything happen when it comes to them being in your presence, them being around you. They're not talking about anything. They're not doing anything. And the Three of Wands and the Four of Swords represents you, Pisces, are done with that. You know, a lot of you are like, look, people got to show effort. They have to apply pressure. They have to show effort. They have to actually be about something. It just can't be about their dysfunction and the attention only goes to them. They trying to be the problem child because they want to get the attention, right? You never get the attention ever. The attention is just stuck up on them. The Three of Wands, you will leave. You have too many options. A lot of you Pisces have too many options, especially since you Pisces are okay with being single. That is the doozy right there. When you Pisces finally develop that mentality that you can take it or leave it, that's what did it. That's what sent you. That's what sent you from being wise people when y'all are ready and being emotionally literate when your mind and your heart are in the correct place, right? The evolved Pisces to now setting it over the top. Yo, it's crazy right now, yo. Anyway, but streets is making a lot of noise. But but the thing is that you'll have to mind that. But you'll have to not mind that. But the thing for you, Pisces, is that that's what did it for y'all. That's what sent y'all over the top. Because now you Pisces have this, you can take it or leave it mentality. People, they don't have to know that because you don't have to tell them. But when people step to you, they better come correctly because you're not putting up with that. I don't see you Pisces really putting up with that. I see you Pisces being like, oh, word, oh, okay. You trying to be hard-headed, huh? Oh, okay, cool. All right. Dub. Dub. And the thing is that the Knight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, right? The Knight of Cups, leave them to their own delusions. Leave them getting caught up with their own delusions, dreaming all day, per year, every day. Right? And not really wanting to actually be in tune with what's actually happening in reality, what's really going on. The Four of Pentacles, you Pisces will move on and begin to talk to somebody else because it's not that big of a deal, right? You know what rejection feels like. You know when somebody's trying to run game. You know what that looks like. And a lot of you Pisces are not putting up with it. If you detect that somebody is trying to run that on you, I don't see you sticking around. So I see a lot of you Pisces really much so y'all are applying pressure in the sense that y'all are the ones that's doing that. In the sense that the way that you Pisces are coming off, y'all are getting smoother. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like y'all are pulling from the opposite polarity of Virgo, which is becoming much more of like, I don't want to say the pickup artist, but like like a, yeah, I don't want to say the pickup artist, but it like a person who is much more understated, cool, calm, collected, smooth. Because a lot of you Pisces have gained that experience, and Virgo represents experience. A lot of you, y'all, especially if y'all been over here, a lot of you Pisces understand, hey, hey, it takes experience, it takes heartbreak, and the understanding of heartbreak. Because a lot of the times too, people don't understand heartbreak. People don't understand that stuff. They don't get that. When they get their heart broken, all they want to do is get away from it. They have the mentality that, oh, I got my heart broken, I'm never going to actually take a chance ever again. They don't really they don't look at it from a more calculated perspective. They don't look at it like, okay, but I got my heart broken and everything like that, but what did I actually learn? They don't ever actually ask themselves that question. But that's one thing that gives you Pisces an advantage, especially if you've been over here, is because I told you outside is crazy. Hold on. It's because, especially if you've been over here, you Pisces know good and well what time it is. You know that heartbreak, that pain and love are in the same vein. Every time you go ahead and you say that you trying to do this, you trying to get to know somebody, you need to understand that there's a good chance that you could get your heart broken. That's just a part of it, right? You got to embrace that. It's wisest, I should say. You don't have to, but it's wisest that you embrace it. It's wisest that you understand what the heartbreak is. It's wise that you learn from your mistakes, okay? Because that in the future is what will make it so that you don't get heartbroken anymore because you've learned and you gained so much experience to the point where now you Pisces are ready for anything. Because when someone tries to break your heart, you'll be like, yeah, you've been through it. You know what to do from here because you're prepared. You've been trained for this. A lot of times what catches people is the surprise. Like, I can't, like, they have the perspective of they can't believe that this happened to them. And it's like, but they need, and they don't learn from that. They don't ever learn from that from the perspective of they should be learning, right? But a lot of you Pisces have learned yourselves. And the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands represents, that's what makes you not afraid to actually put your best foot forward. Because number one, a lot of y'all are starting to understand the game a whole lot better, exponentially better, to the point where it's kind of like a zero sum game for you, right? One person's benefit is another person's loss. And you Pisces understand that if they are telling you off, and if they don't choose you, especially if you Pisces who are watching this have something to offer, you've done the internal work, they're definitely missing out. Especially if they're missing out, right? And they have the perspective of they're not going to take you, they're not going to actually give you a chance because you have stupid sneakers, all this dumb stuff that people be doing. It's like if you know what I'm saying, like, if you really gonna tell me no, really tell me for a real reason. Don't waste my time. And the thing is that the Page of Cups now represents how it is that so you're very much so happy with your circumstances, how things played out, because there's been times where I'm pretty sure a lot of you Pisces have been through heartbreak, but speaking for me, right, having a Pisces ascendant myself, there's been times where I've experienced much heartbreak and I've separated myself from the person, but it just ached. I just had to roll in it and just really roll in it, right? Heartbreak, dealing from heartbreak, and really accept it for what it was. And just really, really accept it for what it was, and really sit there with it and really understand what it means. And I don't know. Like when I think about it, you know, what I think about it is like a person who, you know, when I think about heartbreak and my ability to bounce back from it, right, and go to higher heights, it's like for me, I'm thinking about it from a perspective of like becoming more internally handsome, more externally handsome. Internally handsome first, but also externally handsome as well. And just and really just doing something that really showcases, by, you know, taking care of myself, doing something that really showcases my own masculinity and how it is that I could definitely be, or I could have been, a very decent uh, teammate to somebody, but they end up missing out on it because of their own bias of whatever, you know, whatever delusion they wanted to come up with. So now the death card and the moon over here is about how, and you know, and the thing is that the death card and the moon is about how this is Pisces, you know, so you definitely did show up in your own reading, right? Because the moon is Pisces. But at the same time, for you Pisces, right, the death card is about how you're changing big time, and you're doing something like what Taurus is doing, in the sense of like, you're like I said, you know, Four of Pentacles, you're taking care of yourself externally, yes, but also internally, and you're becoming very much so more attractive. Not just, yes, externally, of course, yes, externally, but also internally, because you Pisces are learning to become, from that pain, you are transforming it. That's what the death card represents. You're transforming that discomfort that you've experienced into power, into experience, and learning from said experience, and learning the game, and understanding, oh, this is what. So it's like you're learning how to be very good up underneath pressure. This is how smooth people, when I say smooth, I'm talking about people who are very, you know, socially, they can understand things. They are a socialite. They just know what to say. They know what to do. That's how you know what to say and what you do. Time, pressure, pain. That's how you become that, right? You can't do that just sitting on the couch watching movies, you know. You can learn some things from it, from movies, but you have to actually go out and implement that stuff. You have to actually experience those things. It's not enough to just want it. You have to actually know what it's like to wear the shades, right? Or your idea of what transforming into a smoother substance, a smoother crystal is. Like how it is that you have bumpy crystals with like stalagmites on them, and then you shave it down to the essence of it, and then it becomes beautiful because it's much more, it still has a pointed tip, but it's smooth in certain areas, right? And that's how it is that you become smooth with it. Experience and time. So let's clarify some of these cards here. You know, let's clarify the let's clarify the moon, which is Pisces, the Hierophant, the Emperor, Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Six of Swords. The Hierophant and the Emperor, a lot of you Pisces are just glad that, you know, the source, or whatever it is that you call the one true living, whatever, divine presence, right? Whatever title you give it, okay? You're glad that you're being looked out by the divine, and that, you know, things don't work out. Things don't last long with certain people, because they turn out to be dysfunctional anyway. The Six of Pentacles, they make it seem like, here they are going to actually reciprocate, and then it turns out Nine of Cups and the Six of Swords, they're not actually here to reciprocate. They're not your soulmate. These are people that are not really built for you. These are much more individuals that are just preoccupied with taking, and being a parasite to you and eating up off your plate. But so a lot of you very much so okay with the fact that, weirdos are staying away from you. You just gonna continue to do your thing, become more socially adept and adapt to the situation. But that's pretty much it. Peace.